Peace, family. Happy full moon in Virgo again. It is officially the 28th, so welcome this grand earth trine. I've been called to do a mirror spread and just get a little bit of guidance from our ancestral connections and see what messages they have for us given all of this energy. I do refer to this as a mirror spread, which is the correct word for pyramid. That is the word that our ancestors in Kemet, ancient Egypt, use for the word pyramid. And the word pyramid is a Greek word. So I do try my best to refer to the original names and the original terms in regards to Kemet. So I'm going to pick 6 cards, and the reason I refer to it as a mirror spread or pyramid spread is because I do it in the shape of a mirror. And there will be 3 tarot cards at the bottom, 2 oracle cards in the middle, which will be the Moonology deck and the Crystal Inspirations, and then the top card will be a single card from the Work Your Light deck. So I work my way from bottom to top. And again, given the fact that that's power of 3 energy, as well as this trine energy, which again is a triangle, but when you look at the shape of a triangle, naturally you see a mirror. So we're bringing in all of that potency and aligning with our ancestors and our angels and seeing what comes through. So I've cleansed the cards and I'm going to begin this channeling. And I always begin by giving thanks to our angels and our ancestors for coming through and providing us with guidance and clarity and information, clarification if needed in regards to what it is that we think or feel when it comes to energy, when it comes to as above, so below, and ever grateful for being used in this way in regards to channeling and transmitting and downloading messages and having access to the ancestral realm by using these tangible tools. So giving thanks for that connection. And here we go. I'll start off with my original tarot deck that I also like to use decks that represent Black people, and whether my cards in terms of tarot, I've selected cards that represent us. I have the African tarot here and I have the Egyptian or the Kemet tarot here, but this original deck, which is the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, is not represented of Black people. So I've actually, as you see here, bottom of the deck, High Priestess, intuitive energy, secrets, mysteries of the universe coming through for us already. So I've just, painted over to modify the deck so that it does represent us. And I say us in regards to, me, my culture, and naturally in regards to my family, my friends, people that I've started doing readings for. Most of my clients and such are of my culture, so I think it's important. Representation is important, and when I hold up a card for them to see, I think it's important for them to see themselves. So Pamela Smith as well was a Black woman. We speak your name, and she wasn't permitted to do any depictions of Black people when she was commissioned to do this work. So I also honor her as an ancestor, and basically by doing this depiction, I, do what I believe she wanted to do but was not able at that time to do. So I honor her in that way as well. So I just pick 1 card from each deck, again, to create the mirror. So I'm just gonna go in. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, spirit. Just 1 card to align us with foundation energy for this mirror in regards to this overall energy. This full moon in Virgo. This earth trine. Here we go. Temperance. Our Temperance card, I'm going to show you here. Temperance is about balance, and it's about equilibrium. And if you saw my video earlier that was very impromptu about this current energy, it was basically that, especially coming off of, this Aquarius energy that we were in with the new moon, Mercury's retrograde, the sixth planet stellium in Aquarius, this age of Aquarius that we're experiencing, which is an air sign, very floaty in a sense, collective consciousness, bigger picture. And now in Virgo, we're getting kind of more grounded back to the earth and, a little bit more stable energy and, more of the concrete, detailed oriented planning of things. So it's so important for us to have the big picture of things, to see what our purpose is and our potential, but then to think about our priorities and our plans in order for us to achieve those things. And that is definitely what temperance is teaching us, and just giving us that insight of thinking about harmony and self-control, moderation, balance. So as you see in the image here, we've got an angel, right? So we're again connecting ancestrally and angelically. So I'm grateful as well for the symbols and for the messages coming through in regards to seeing this card as the initial depiction for, again, the foundation of our mirror. First card in that foundation of basically saying that angelic essence and source is absolutely here and present, and reminding us the importance of balance. And as we give, we take. As we, it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You can see in the pouring of the cups that there's a natural flow, that there's some in each cup. You know what I mean? There's not any cup that's empty. And it's important as well in regards to this energy of balance and equilibrium, and getting on that solid ground, that we are paying attention to filling up our own cups as well as filling up other people's cups. And you also as well notice at the bottom, thinking about that solid ground, and thinking about being 1 foot in, 1 foot out in some ways, where 1 foot is kind of on solid ground, as you can see, but then 1 foot is in the water. So it kind of gives us that energy of, just having that moderate balance. So it's exactly what this energy is all about. So definitely aligned. Thank you, Spirit. And now African Tarot. Oh, wow. Okay, right away. You saw that, right? Magician. So we've got the Magician card, and the Magician card is basically about us working our magic and using all of the elements to our advantage. Aligning it with Temperance, we can see all of the elements literally in both of these cards. So you've got, thinking about water, you've got earth, you've got air, you've got, fire in terms of the sun halo around, you've got the sun in the background here, literally all of the elements, even in terms of thinking about earth and thinking about metal, all of the different ways that we can dissect the elements, they're all literally depicted in this Temperance card. And then here with the Magician coming in, the Magician has all of these elements at their disposal. So the Magician is able to create something out of nothing. And you can see when you think about the 4 main suits in tarot, where it's, the cups, swords, pentacles, and wands, all of those things are depicted in the Magician card, and they're always holding up a wand, connecting that as above, so below energy, and realizing that as a magician, you have the power to literally harness the energy of the ancestral planes, of the angelic plane, of, the cosmos. And that's exactly what astrology is all about. That's what spirituality is all about. And aligning with this kind of energy is realizing that we do have that power. And if we connect with it, we're able to, really bring that energy and that essence down, and use that focused, and really think about creativity and how we want to, create visions that we have into reality, and to really have inspired action to move. And that's what, again, this grounded energy in regards to Virgo is telling us. Okay, think about the plan. What is it that you exactly want to do in order to achieve this, major thing? And then again, aligning with Temperance is really important, to think about balance in order for you to actually make that happen. Because if you're just all the way on one end of just focusing on the dream, but you're not actually doing anything to incite it and to bring it on, then it's just going to stay a dream. But then also, if you are, so busy and, busy work, detailed work, without thinking about what's the point and what your why is and what your purpose is, then you're kind of just a hamster on a wheel. So it's so important to have that balance. And the Magician allows us to really get focused and aligned with our spirituality and with our creativity, and to also have the confidence in knowing that we literally can define our destinies, and we have all of the elements, all of these resources, all of the suits at our disposal in order to do that. Thank you, Spirit. So that's a nice solid foundation. So right on point with this Virgo energy. Definitely. This is all about earth energy is here too, and just groundedness, and it's awesome. And now for our third card, the Kemet Tarot, to give us more foundation, more grounding for tough energy that flew all the way out onto the floor. Wow. And we've got a double Magician. So this is very, very high potent energy of letting us know that we are literally the magicians of this time. We are the masters of our destiny. We decide if this is what we want. And again, it's thinking about the balance, moderation, focusing on what is it that we actually want, and then making it happen. We have everything at our disposal. You literally have two magicians here with all of their tools on their desk. It's all right there, plain and clear. And now it's like, all right, so which one are you picking up first, and what is it for? And then which one are you picking up next, and what is that for? And which one are you picking up next, and what is that for? And so on and so on. So if you missed this energy of the magician, this Virgo full moon, this earth trine is literally telling us, you cannot miss this opportunity. This trine is all about abundance. It's about prosperity. It's about literally making yourself like a money magnet and calling in your basically what you want to come to fruition. And you are the one that has the power to do that. You are literally the magician in making all of that happen. So getting that twice is like, wow, that's pretty solid. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Okay. Now let's see what the moon wants to let us know. Ooh, all right. The moon wants us to know to be bold and make the first move. And that is just about right, exactly with what we're talking about. The magician energy, double magician energy, is literally being bold, deciding, listen, this is what it is, period. Not just what I want. This is what it is. Make it happen. Be bold, make the first move, cardinal moon. Then we've got our crystal inspiration, and we see which, my goodness, cards are just flowing out. And of course, citrine, which I literally mentioned in the video today, because citrine is the absolute #1 abundance manifester in regards to crystals. Citrine is the crystal that is in my Attract Abundance Potent Potions. If there's any crystal that I would say off the top of my head, first thing, absolutely #1 abundance stone is citrine. So to get that, bring in the light, bring in the abundance, literally as a magician, create that destiny. It doesn't get any clearer than that. So if you can get your hands on some citrine, and I got you, hit me up if you need. That's exactly the stone for this energy. And let's top it off now with a message from the Work Your Light deck and see what a final kind of culmination message from our angels, from our ancestors, what they will have us know to kind of tie all of this energy up in a pretty red bow. And if there is any miscalculation, you see that? All right, I guess that's the card. We've got Inner Temple. Inner Temple says devotion, tune in to the portal of your heart. This is the energy that is telling us that we know what it is that we want, what we feel, what we know, what we want to create. Again, magician energy, double magician energy, thinking about that temperance, that balance, that moderation, thinking about solid ground. It's a groundedness, but it's also an elevation. So it's that kind of polarity, that juxtaposition. Being bold, make the first move, thinking about bringing in the light, believing in yourself. Inner temple, the portal of your heart is literally the light, is your light source. So just focus on what it is that makes your heart happy. What you lose time doing, that is what you are supposed to be investing your time and your energy in. And that is what is going to bring you the absolute most abundance in your life. It is time Let's get back to natural, and I wish you all of the blessings and all of the abundance this energy has to offer you. Peace.